Thrive Tricks presents Unveil the Science of Breaking Bad Habits and Building Good Ones. Hey there, welcome back to our channel. Did you know? Just last year in 2023, some smart researchers did a study, and guess what they have found? When the year 2023 began, a whopping 37% of you were armed with glittering New Year's resolutions, ready to conquer the world. Hold on to your hats, because here's the kicker. 87% of you were brimming with confidence, ready to crush those goals. But fast forward to February, though, and the reality check hit. Only 22% stood strong, entirely sticking to their resolutions, while a resilient 54% were giving it their all, hanging on to those resolutions like their favorite playlist. Ever wondered why you and the majority, just like you, found yourselves veering off the path of New Year's resolution success? The real culprit is our steadfast habits who are resistant to change and not ready to loosen their grip. So, cutting to the chase, the essential question is, how can we break free from the clutches of these persistent hurdles to achieving our goals? Why do we find it so challenging to resist the allure of lounging on the couch all day, indulging in greasy takeouts, and putting off those important assignments? In today's video, we're changing lanes and steering away from the usual methods to delve into the scientific approach of decoding bad habits. To break it down, first, let's dive deep into the science behind the formation of habits. What are habits? According to Wendy Wood, a researcher from the University of California, 40% to 45% of our daily behaviors are habits. Simply put, habits are the actions we do automatically, repeatedly, in the same setting. It's like they're on autopilot in our subconscious, making us less consciously aware over time. Where do habits come from? Your sensory nervous system is constantly on the lookout for actions that can provide a boost of dopamine. For people who don't know, dopamine is a little chemical, a neurotransmitter that signals the brain the reward as pleasure. To put it even simpler, when your brain identifies patterns, like the link between an action and satisfaction, it neatly stores this information in a region known as the basal ganglia. While emotions and memories also find their home here, it's crucial to note that conscious decisions aren't made in this area. That's the job of the prefrontal cortex. This might explain why breaking habits is such a challenge. They originate from a brain region beyond conscious control, making you almost unaware of your actions. How do habits are triggered? Habits are triggered by a cue. This cue can take many forms, for example, being in a specific place, catching a particular scent, spotting a familiar face, or experiencing a specific emotion, to name a few possibilities. But here's the game. These cues lead to a reward, and as long as it triggers a release of dopamine in the brain, anything can be that reward. Now, let's simplify and explore how habits embed themselves into our everyday routines with the help of the habit loop. The habit loop. Back in 1999, researchers at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology stumbled upon a game-changing concept, a loop involving cues, routines, and rewards. This intriguing habit loop would later be popularized by journalist Charles Duhigg in his 2012 book, The Power of Habit. Here is how the habit loop works. First, break it down into 4 key stages: cues, craving, response, and reward. It all begins with a cue, a trigger that sparks a craving for a specific and rewarding outcome. Motivated by this craving, you take action, a response, in the form of behaviors, thoughts, or actions aimed at achieving that desired outcome. When success is achieved, a sense of reward follows, satisfying the initial craving. Here's where it gets interesting. The pleasure or relief you experience strengthens the original cue, making it even more potent at triggering the next craving. And that's why it becomes an endless loop. Now, let's delve deeper into the intricacies of the habit loop by exploring a tangible, real-life example. Imagine it's nighttime, and you're getting ready for bed. The moment you feel like relaxing, a bad habit kicks in. Your cue is the evening hours, signaling that it's time to wind down. You crave some entertainment and relaxation, so you reach for your smartphone or tablet. The reward is a momentary distraction. But here's the catch. Endless scrolling of social media may waste your time, consume your energy, and even mess with your sleep. So, how can you escape the clutches of your not-so-good habit loops and pave the way for positive change? A quick antidote is to harness the power of the famous habit loop to your advantage. But how? One smart option is to connect good habits with an instant reward. Take bedtime, for instance. Swap the urge for entertainment with a different option, like diving into a good book or watching an informative documentary. This not only widens your knowledge, but also assists in faster sleep. So, here's a practical example of flipping the habit loop in your favor. It serves as the initial step towards a positive change, transforming any undesirable habits into positive responses. The next step is mindful introspection. Try new things and take note of how they impact your emotion. Be mindful of how unhealthy habits make you feel negative, while healthy choices bring a sense of well-being. So, write down your observations, share them with someone, and revisit them a month later. Seeing the evidence that you've stuck to your intentions builds self-belief. Do you know, your mind has the power to reshape your physical brain, and journaling immediately after an activity is crucial. Taking a moment to recognize these positive feelings helps your brain form connections, making it more likely to crave such experiences in the future. That you've delved into the science of habit formation in part 2 of Cracking the Habit Code, we'll unravel incredible science-backed methods to break free from undesirable habits. Stay tuned for the next part. As we wrap up, drop a comment about a bad habit loop you've conquered with a positive twist. Your story might just inspire and benefit others in their journey. To receive more insightful content like this, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Share the wisdom with your friends too. See you next video.